Well, Mickey, it's one of your favourite days of the year. It's the eve of the season. We are a day out from the County Championship starting. How are you feeling?
Yeah, excited. Really excited. Can't wait to get started now. I was just talking to the boys this morning about those dark days in December and in January when the days were short and we were in the indoor centre and we were working and working for the first day of the season. And that becomes a reality tomorrow. So very, very excited. Can't wait to get going.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of days of pre-season. One day against the South Asian Cricket Academy, then 2 days against Leeds Bradford UCCE. It was an opportunity to get overs in the legs for the bowlers. The batters were able to get out there and get some runs. Did the friendlies achieve more or less what you needed them to? Yeah,
they did. I think this time last year we were sitting in this position and I was a little bit worried because I thought that we were a little bit underprepared because we hadn't got anything in. With the training that we've done in the indoor centre, plus Desert Springs, and then even in that South Asian game, we got what we needed out of it simply because we had a really good day one. Bowlers and then with the weather around, we actually got a really good training day as well. So that kind of work kind of condensed 3 days into a day and a half, if you like. And then against Leeds, we got what we needed in terms of it was just time in the legs. Each bowler's got the spells they wanted. Batters had a bit of a hit, so it served its purpose. But now it's time to play for points. It's now time to get that intensity up and get some points on the board.
Yeah, and that's it. We start against Gloucestershire. They've got a new head coach in Mark Lane. They've made a few signings. Every championship game is hard over the course of 4 days. Games can ebb and flow. But how are you feeling going into the season, having worked with the lads over the winter?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah. We've got a really good blend of youth and experience in our dressing room now. There's obviously a lot of new faces. There's new energies. So it's an exciting time. I feel very good. I've got total belief in the talent and ability we now have in that dressing room. So I'm very confident.
Yeah, and there's been a few regulation changes. Of course, we're now at 8 points for a draw. Again, we'll also see the Kookaburra ball used for 2 rounds in the championship. What are your thoughts on the changes and how will they affect how you go into the season?
I don't think it's going to affect too much. We're going to go into the season wanting to win every game we play. So it's not going to affect anything tactically, really. I think 8 points for a draw is probably a little bit better. I thought the balance just wasn't right with 5 to potentially 24, whereas 8 to that is 8 plus bonus points is probably a fairer indication. So but that won't affect us. It won't affect us. Kookaburra balls, we used the Kookaburra against Leeds. We know you've probably got 40 to 50 overs to make it work and talk for you. Other than that, it's going to be a little bit of a slog. So that comes a little bit into our tactical mindset. But other than that, we've just got to. It's just about our skills. It's about our skills being better than theirs over 4 days. About us absorbing pressure for longer and applying for longer than they do, and hopefully that gives us the win.
I know you've talked a lot over the winter about wanting to have selection headaches. With what you saw in pre-season, with what you've seen in training, have you got more or less an idea of who will be playing tomorrow, or is that still one you need to sleep on?
No. I know exactly who's going to be playing tomorrow. But again, there are selection headaches, and those are good things to have. I've had a meeting with every group, the batting group, bowling group, and spinning group this morning, explaining the situation, explaining to them exactly how they fit in and what their roles are going to be, and understanding that they're probably not going to be selected every game. But I know that we've got a very well-rounded squad now, and then we can select for any eventuality or any condition.
Yeah, one player who wasn't available for the pre-season friendlies but did arrive during the final day of Leeds Bradford UCC is Blair Tickner. He spoke very well in his first interview, talked about wanting to win, talked about really buying into the project you've put forward to him. How excited are you to have him, and what are your first impressions?
Oh, really excited. He's a wonderful guy. He's a very, very good bowler. He's fitted like a glove into that dressing room already, and the boys love him. I said I want him to make Derbyshire his club, You know, so I want this to be a bond that can last and last for a long period of time. I'm really excited with him. As I say, first-class bowler, I know that, but fantastic guy, and he's a winner. And we want winners in our dressing room.
Yeah, and lastly, we've already touched on it, first game of the season coming up, but I know red ball cricket is the one that you really buy into. It means an awful lot to you, the championship. On the eve of the season, what are your ambitions for the championship season? A lot of people will look at the signs and say, well, there's a white ball focus, but I know that's not the case with you. No,
it's not. And to be fair, I think we've covered bases in both red ball and white ball that we needed to cover. There's certainly no white ball focus, and nor is there a red ball focus. We want to be good and consistent across all competitions, but the county championship does mean a hell of a lot, and I would like nothing better than at the start now of a journey with a new dressing room in the next year or two for us to be promoted. That would mean a hell of a lot to me.
Mickey, thank you.